everybody. My name is Haley.
Hey y'all, I'm Mooly.
Welcome to Courtside Cousins. What is up, everybody? We made it to episode 9. The next episode is episode 10, and we keep asking y'all to tell us what y'all want us to give away and do for y'all. And because y'all didn't make a choice, we made the choice for y'all.
I feel like it's because y'all don't be listening to the whole episode, but I was told to be nicer, so I won't cuss y'all out this time.
And she's doing a great job.
We're only 1 minute in. We'll see.
You're right.
I won't cuss y'all out this time. However, do better. That's it. Do better.
So this week I am Ryan Howard again. I keep doubling up on players. I was AT for 2 weeks, and I've been Ryan Howard for 2 weeks. But today's because I got my hair done, and even though my bun's a little higher than Ryan's, I am kind of pulling a Ryan Howard right here.
You channeling her energy with your style.
Yep.
I'm Tips Grass Pants. They've been putting in work since last summer. I've been putting in work since last summer. So here we are.
No, but this week basically I went to the group chat and I asked for a bunch of different topics that have been going on in the league, and just to allow other people to dictate what we talk about. But first up is the Commissioner Cup game. The game was interesting.
The
game was in fact interesting. I'm finding it.
Yep.
There wasn't.
My grandma told me if I didn't have nothing nice to say.
There just wasn't a lot of production being made out of the Lynx. And it was a lot of team ball for the Fever. I think they had 3 players with 12 points, 1 player with 10, 1 with like 14, and another one with 16. Hello?
I checked the score at like the third quarter, and Fee had 8 points. I said, this can't be right.
Like,
this cannot be accurate.
On their home court.
On their home court.
And like, for the Lynx, like, this doesn't go to the record, but I 100% believe that they're going to be fighting back.
I was tight. Is it controversial? Should I say it? Gets the people going. Y'all know this whole theory that whoever loses the Commissioner's Cup wins the finals. The Lynx been trying to win the finals since. So I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Maybe they threw the game to make this little theory complete. We'll see in October, won't we?
We sure will. Natasha Howard ended up getting the MVP. Natasha Howard at the beginning of the season said, I believe I get an MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. She got 2 of them.
2 or 3.
She got the Commissioner's Cup championship, and she got the Commissioner's Cup MVP.
She wasn't specific, so congratulations on following your dreams and achieving them, Natasha Howard.
Yep.
She was not specific.
Double. She finished with 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, but yeah, she wasn't specific, but she got 2 out of the 3.
She got it.
That she talked about. Yeah.
So congratulations to them. Yes.
Congrats to the Fever. Congrats to Natasha Howard on y'all Commissioner's Cup. Also, I would like to say that Sid now has 2 championships, 2 Commissioner's Cups, and an NCAA title under her belt. The face of the league. Just saying.
GOAT, if you will.
If you will.
A GOAT.
I want to say it was Ari who posted and said, like what she has on her belt championship wise is like insane.
As a role player, and people give her
Grief about it.
stuff. Yeah, thank you, because I wanted to cuss. But people give her stuff about like being a bench, coming off the bench. Of course, when she was in Vegas, she didn't get a whole lot of minutes, but when she got on the court, she was productive.
Yeah.
And you can't take that from her. She is a hell of a defender. And we get to see her in AU, and she shows why she is in the league in AU.
Yep.
And also, Sid has consistently been in the league at this point for 3 years. And I know nobody has said anything about that, but that is like a milestone for her because, Sid said she didn't unpack when she would get to teams because she was waived so much that she would live out of her suitcase for like the first couple months. So proud
Now
of you,
I'm
Sid.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm proud of Sid.
And she got
Um,
custody of little Sid again.
yes. Cover. I don't know if I couldn't tell if she was covering up the Aces
Yes, she
jersey.
was. She
I don't
absolutely
know.
was.
Yeah, I don't know if she was covering it up or they like Lil Sid just had on the Aces pants still.
It
But
looked like she was covering up that jersey the
okay.
way she was holding it.
um, but going to Vegas, there's a new face on the Aces.
Nalissa!
Um, Nalissa Smith got traded from the Dallas Wings to the Las Vegas Aces, and I was so
Mixed
excited.
feelings.
It
I got
no,
mixed
I was
feelings.
excited. I was excited for the Aces and for Liz because she calls Asia her goat. So
Hmm.
I feel like it was a great way for her to, go study under Asia. How she found out
And when she found out
and when she found out was not the best way, and a lot of teams have been doing it incorrectly. Yeah,
this week
yeah,
alone, Monday in particular,
yeah.
Monday was crazy with WNBA headlines. From a episode, I mean, from a interview that Dejanay did. I don't know when she did it, but it was dropped today. She said that Melissa found out about the trade and had less than 10 hours to not only pack, but be on a plane to Vegas. What kind of turnaround is that?
Now, granted, I mean they do it in the NBA. I mean, if you look at like the Luca and AD trade,
I don't know nothing about man basketball.
that's crazy. That was a huge trade in the sense that you just traded away your here because I have to
Yeah,
it's
every
easier
time
to
people talk
relate.
about this, they have to WNBA it for me. So
It's like them sending Asia to they trading Asia hmm with like a NECA, meaning they're both star players, but you traded your franchise's cornerstone for another star player, but it was your franchise's cornerstone, and
mm,
AD didn't know about it. He was like up in arms about him getting traded. So it'd be like NECA being up in arms, like, oh my gosh, like I've been doing so well with this team, and you guys trade me.
it's like I know it's business, but at the same time, I can get the hurt that the players feel, the betrayal
Oh, for
that
sure.
they feel. And like I know it's business, but like I feel like the way that the Mercury did Tosh was still dirty. She shouldn't have found out when we found out.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Um
Oh yeah, no, I'm not
Liz,
in no way excusing it because it shouldn't have happened for AD and Luca. Like
yeah.
that. It just shouldn't happen. And like you said, it's a business, but you know, kind of feel bad
And
for the fact
then
that
Liz finding out and having half of a day to pack up an entire apartment and not even that's something like she's in a relationship with somebody that was a teammate. So now not only packing but dealing with the emotional part of dang, we've been apart ever since I've been in the league. We're finally on a team together and now we got to be apart again.
yeah, yeah.
I hate that for her.
But
But
the
the
trades
the trades and the waves have been crazy
crazy.
this week.
Actually, I want to go to Von Lowe's wave because you go
This
and win, you go and win in your country for your country, right? You get on a plane, you
and
post.
documented.
It's documented. Like there's time frames for
Documented.
everything. You post, you're about to land, and you circled the arena. You
Right.
circled
Yeah, she
Chase.
hearted it.
Yeah, she put a oh yeah, she put a heart around Chase Center. Posted another like funny face or whatever, and then
2 hours
the
later.
next post is, oh my gosh, like I just landed from an 18-hour flight and I've been waived
I feel like they could have told that girl when she was still in Belgium that they were
because
gonna waive her
she skipped her ceremony.
to come home. Well, to come to the Bay. But like they knew before she got there that they were gonna waive her. They absolutely could have told her and let her stay in Belgium and have that celebration and then deal with the emotion and the baggage that comes behind getting waived.
So they did know. Natalie actually said that she would have rather had told her in person, and that's why they waited. They did it.
Oh, come
They
on.
asked because they asked her the question, about the timing of everything, and she said that's the type of that's the type of thing you want to tell somebody in person. She didn't want to call her on the phone and be like, "Hey." Now, granted, the situation like it would have been that's her doing that would have been a great statement if somebody was like, "So you're gonna go to stay or whatever," and they were, I don't know, in Texas, Okay, I understand. Come tell me in person. But the 18-hour flight, skipping the ceremony, it adds a
They
little
could
bit more
have,
to it.
or I feel like they could have waited a day. Like, let her stay for her ceremony and then let her come home to find that news out. Because what difference does it make if y'all tell her on Monday or Tuesday? I don't think they've played since then. Like, I felt bad for her in that moment. And again, I know it's a business, but that is just a terrible situation. You played your hardest and you won for your country and didn't celebrate with your country, didn't stay with your family or anything. You came because you have loyalty to the team that you got essentially drafted to in the expansion draft. And they let you go. Like they let you miss all of that emotional stuff, all of
Yeah,
your celebratory stuff to
but
tell
then
you we firing you on your day off.
and then Julie, Julie got in the
Now,
Twitter space, and I get she was probably in an emotional, but sometimes
state.
I feel like maybe you should just like not say anything at all, because she gets in this Twitter and it's in X, she goes to X and in an X space, told the host don't record, but within that X space she says the in terms of the All Star votes, the players ranking Caitlin Clark ninth is because they're jealous.
Did you people how I said I felt bad for her in that moment? It was in
Because
that
I felt
moment.
like I still feel bad for her for the situation that happened, but it was like everything that
Like,
she had been through. I would think like you either laughed it off, you know, because we actually didn't talk about the whole with an illicit trade to open up cap space. They did get rid of Liz Kitley and Tiffany Mitchell. Liz got
yeah.
on TikTok and made a
And she has
TikTok
laughed
story.
about.
Yeah, we've had players joke about it.
Have you
Julie,
she got her best friend is Allie Byers,
yeah,
Belair,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever.
I know you're
She
talking
posted another TikTok yesterday of the camera in Liz's face, and in the background is going, cut it, cut
about.
it, because Liz got cut. Like she's laughing
Yeah,
it out, and I know she's hurt, but she's laughing it off.
yeah, and I feel like maybe
Julie let her anger and
emotion
her out a different way.
out a different way, and I don't necessarily think like y'all up in arms about other players making comments about situations. So I need y'all to be up in arms about this one too because she didn't have to say it.
She didn't have to say that. And then I do feel like that maybe that was the whole reason for the don't record. I don't want anything that I say to get out
It's still
because
gonna get out. It's social media.
that's something you say in the group chat. That's not something you say to a group of strangers
No,
on social media.
especially hopping into a like they hopped into a Caitlin Clark space. Like the space was about Caitlyn with all of Caitlyn's fans, so all you did was rile them up more
And
than they
further
already.
push this narrative
Yeah,
that everybody in the league is jealous of her.
and
And truly, I don't think there is a player in this league that is jealous of Caitlyn. Even retired players have said how much they love that she came into this league and she brought more eyes to this league. She's brought more attention to this league. Like things are changing, and we know that it's, but like they have chartered flights now, and that kind of was on the back of her coming in the league. Like I don't think any players are jealous of her more than they are sick of the fans. They are irritated with the fans, the narratives that they make, and the hatefulness that they spew any chance that they get. I don't think
Yeah,
anybody is jealous of anybody in this league.
yeah, and actually, so TMZ ran a story last night. It just like was playing in the background, and my like ears like perked up, and I was like, well, let me listen to what they had to say because they talked about the the storyline was that the players are jealous of Caitlyn, and then I thought it was gonna be a bunch of crap that was gonna come out of their mouths, but they pulled the stats. They showed she's like 29%, 27% on the season from three. She's only played in like 50 something percent of their games, and it was good stats. And I was really surprised that that was coming from TMZ. But at the end of the day, and this is the biggest point that they made, Caitlyn Caitlyn has brought eyes to the game.
Which she has.
She
Not
sells
gonna
out
take that from her.
arenas. She sells out arenas. She sells out. She sells the merchandise. And the point that they made was that that alone does not make you an all star.
TMZ said that.
TMZ said that. I couldn't believe it.
TMZ, like I thought this was gonna be so messy.
I'm telling you, that's why I perked up and I was like, Lord, because they mentioned the story, went on break, and I was like, this is gonna be, I don't know what they're gonna say, but they said it. They were like, that doesn't alone, make you an all star. And if the players who are playing against you are like, that's who's ranked, because it's not a rank, it wasn't a ranking system. It was four guards,
Mm.
six posts, and that's how it wasn't even that they were ranking her against guards. A lot of them just didn't have her as the top four guards in their eyes.
And I mean, if we're being fair, if we're being honest, she's not.
And at Fever, I think a Fever page on Threads asked like, name eight players, eight guards better than Caitlyn, and everybody had really, really
Solid
great,
answers.
solid answers. And it's true. And it's like, yes, last year there was no doubt, you know, but if we're going, both her and Angel, because I needed Angel. I'm talking to the Angel fans too. I need y'all to calm down also. Angel and Caitlyn both had a very slow start this season, and that's what they're basing a lot of this stuff on. Um, and I think Caitlyn finished first in terms of fan. Well, we know Caitlyn finished first in terms of fan voting, but I think Angel finished
Surprise,
like
surprise.
fifth. And it's like, yes, you have the fans. Your fans are backing you, and then you go and look at media and the players' votes, and it's like, okay, why is this? Why doesn't this match? Because what I want to talk about is, and we'll get to this later, is Alicia Gray. We will talk about Leash and how the media and the players ranked her in terms of guards. But moving on, uh, Ron
We
Golden.
touched on the hold on. We
Oh,
touched on the Commissioner's Cup.
yeah.
We didn't get into the mess that was Sid's live on the
I
Commissioner's
don't think
Cup.
we need to. I can't lie.
It's messy enough.
It's messy enough. It's been posted everywhere. It's messy.
It's so many different pieces of it that have been posted.
Yeah.
I think what the one part that I wanted to talk about was whoever was in the background. I think it was Caitlyn. Honestly, I don't know their voices. I don't know who it was. Somebody out of the camera said, "I know the league is sick right now," and I was like, "Here we go, pushing this narrative that
You're
everybody
feeding into
hates
the
y'all,
fans. Yes, you're feeding into that fan theory.
that the whole league is against y'all," and they are not.
Yeah,
They're not. The players don't hate y'all. The players dislike y'all's fans.
very
The
much. Yeah.
players they don't dislike y'all. They have, I'm sure everybody in that league has respect for each other because
Yes.
it's such a small, close knit group. Anyway, how can you not have respect for, you know? And pretty much everybody in the league, there are exceptions, are stand up people. Like they are women of moral. I paused for a minute for a reason. Anyway, but like the league doesn't hate y'all. The players don't hate y'all. Nobody hates y'all's team. That is something that the fans have cooked up and y'all are pushing it and like adding more gas to the fire. I can't say the other word because I'm country and it come out weird when I say it. So I'm not gonna say that, but add more gas to the fire. Like y'all didn't have to do that. That was unnecessary and it was recorded. And so
Yeah,
now the fans are like, yeah, yeah, the league hates y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Come on, guys. That was unnecessary.
yeah. It's just a lot. But actually, touching more on Van Lo, she didn't go far.
She
She
went up
didn't.
the street
She went up the street.
to Los
She got
Angeles.
she got picked up by the Sparks on waivers. So yeah, it's not like she had to travel far, you know, to or pack and travel far
Up the street.
up the
Legit
street.
up the street.
Um, so yeah, glad she got picked up based off of her situation. Especially because the Sparks just let go of Odyssey Sims.
As well as
So
Shea Petty. Both guards.
yes, and they needed a point guard, so they picked up a point guard.
I just them letting go of Odyssey was crazy. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I
that
knew I
was a
knew
little.
Shay was on like a hardship contract, so I wasn't expecting her to finish the season, but Odyssey was crazy.
Yeah, that one for sure confused me because I think I put my phone on do not disturb for like an hour, and within that hour, that news had broke, and I was like, can y'all like give me a break? Um, but I know that Odyssey was probably for Julie to come in and then raise back.
Mm.
So I understand the hardship and everything. But players that are still on the team, LA is still on the team. She I love some defense, and she's had some absolute monster blocks.
I just love watching her block because she blocks somebody and then she look at them like, and get up. I dare you to get up.
That's I can't lie. That's that like Asia,
Hmm.
like that game clock stuff. Like really, really, yeah. It's something about it. But
Now
I
Asia
love.
get the hollering after her blocks.
Yeah, yeah. She stomped. She
LA so
stomped.
quiet. She
She
just be
just
like,
yeah,
I did that.
yeah.
I did that.
But they also have kept Caitlin Chen. I think they're good in terms of their players until Jan. I'm trying to think who's coming back. Janelle
Janelle.
is back. Is Carla? Carla? I think Carla was injured. I don't think Carla left. But I want to say they're pretty set on their roster. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, Zana Lassini.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of all the players that still
She's
need to
coming
come
back
back from.
too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of everybody who needs to come overseas, and right now Caitlin has earned that spot on that team. But I wonder if she will be waived going
Once the
forward.
roster is back at full strength, I wonder.
And I wonder the same thing for LA. I can't lie.
I would love for both of them to stay. With especially LA. Just I don't feel like since she's been in the league that she's gotten the opportunities that she deserves.
And she's playing like she deserves them.
Yeah, I, she is. She is. She after earning her minutes. LA looks amazing with this team. Like I'm still so impressed with Golden State. I was not expecting them to be as dominant as they've been in their first year at the franchise. They look
Big shout
good.
out, big shout out to Nat who got the June Coach of the Month.
Coach of the month. Hmm. Well
Um,
deserved, because girl, you coaching the mess out of this team.
Indar, I can't lie, you have exceeded everybody's expectations. You have exceeded. This is the best franchise startup, I believe,
Hmm.
in terms of
Like
stats and stuff.
these big margin wins that they've been having. Girl, Natalie, who do you think you are? And why do you stay in Vegas? Because we need you.
Someone actually, right as we started recording, had texted in the group chat and said, "Was Natalie the brains behind the Aces?"
Is it not given that?
It because Nat leaves, Aces struggle. Valks or not?
Is it not giving that she was the brains and Becky was just the face? And
No, I believe that. No,
not
I
saying that
believe.
Becky is the bad
No, yeah, yeah.
coach.
No, I
Don't
believe
flip that.
100% that Becky was obviously there with the players and stuff like that. And in game was probably coaching up, you know. But I feel like she was their scout. She could tap in and figure out
Hmm.
what each player needed to do. I told you, I think 2 episodes ago, Nat, I really questioned you
In the
and how
beginning,
you
we didn't know
were.
what you was doing, girl.
Didn't know, but I like it. And playing, listen, what I have to say is playing in Chase Center. Oh my gosh, Ball Holla is real.
I
The
want to
way
go
that
so bad.
the way that teams struggle at during those games, it's real. It's electric, and it's like, yeah, I want to be a part of that. We have to
I
go
want
check
to
it out.
go so bad.
I mean,
Oh, I
we're
want to
gonna
go
be
so
at the
bad.
Valks Dream game, but it's not the
It's not
same
the
as being
same.
not the same as being in Ball Holla, you know?
And I now the Atlanta Dream Arena
Oh,
goes up as well.
and does, and it's a
It's a
vibe.
party.
It is.
It's a party in there.
It's like going out to a cookout for real, like with your
It
cousin.
is. It's close knit. It's intimate. It is. It's a vibe. Play a team struggle in there too. It's a vibe. But like Valhalla though, it just I be having FOMO when I watch their games because like y'all look like y'all are having so much
So much
fun.
fun.
And I'm
Actually,
at home on my couch.
put me courtside next to Pods,
I
honestly,
want to sit next to him.
because Pods is like the unofficial mascot for the Valks. I think they said that he hasn't missed a single home game.
The way that he went running down the field, I mean down the court, I
He,
want to sit next to him.
I, and I'm gonna be right there with him
They
because
might put us out.
they might put us up, but I want to be there with him. Um, but another little shakeup is the Mystics have said that they're looking for potential spots for Aaliyah Edwards, which
If
breaks
I'm
my
being
heart.
honest, I don't know what's worse. Being waived just out of the blue, not knowing that you're getting waived, or knowing that the team wants to get rid of you while you're still on the team. And like them announcing that we're looking for somewhere to send you.
And she has said, because they asked her the question about the trade and everything, and she said right now she's focused on, like, right now her feet are in DC.
Hmm.
And that's what she wants to focus on. And I love that because that was a great response. You know, other players could have been like, you know, said something shady or whatever, but she's like, right now in the moment, I play for the Mystics. I'm here for the Mystics.
With her being so young, that's such a mature answer as
It
well.
is. And what hurts about this is I saw it coming. You have Shakira Austin, who's picked up a lot. You draft Kiki, and it kind of left, and they're keeping Stephanie Dawson. I wonder if Steph is going to be a part of that trade also. But you keep Steph, probably veteran wise. That's why. And that leaves Aaliyah to, you know, and she's been injured, you know, and
Hmm.
well, she started the season off injured. She really hasn't got her footing because she like didn't have her starting position. She hasn't got back into that starting role because of how well Kiki and Shakira have been playing. So I hate it for her. I don't think it's a sophomore slump. Honestly, I feel like
I don't either.
she'll get on a team in a role where she'll excel.
What what team do you think she'll excel on? Where do you think her talents can be used?
I'm always gonna say if you want playing time right now, you go to Dallas.
But to kind of piggyback on what Courtney said, which hey, I don't know that I want to quote Stud Buds, but she did make a valid point. They have a lot of bigs.
They do.
They
That's why
have
I
a lot
said
of bigs.
it would be a trade out because they picked up Lee. They have Tierra that just came back. Um, they have
You
Maisha
still
Hines
got
Allen.
Maisha.
Yep. So I think one of those would be out of there to bring in Aaliyah. Reason being, Aaliyah is more agile than a lot of bigs.
Mm.
Um, so I think for speed
And
wise, you can have height and speed out there.
I it kind of surprised me that Liz was the one that was waived out of the big. I mean, that was traded out of the bigs that they have.
Why?
I would have, I would have saw. You want me to say who I would have thought they would have got rid
No,
of
no, no, no.
first?
Who do you think that they would have got rid of? Because I'm going to tell you why it didn't happen that way.
Maisha.
That's not who Vegas wanted. Think of it. Think of it that way.
Hey, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Think of it not as Dallas was trying to get rid of a player and trade out of a player. Think of what Vegas was going to go try to get.
Well, if that's the case, I wonder why they didn't get Lee.
I would take Liz over Lee.
Maybe I need to watch Lee a little more.
The
She
reason
didn't. I don't think she got a whole lot of playing time when she was in LA, and then she didn't really get a lot of playing time in Seattle either. But what I've seen from her with Dallas is like, damn, I get why she was like, no, I want to play.
no, yeah, no. But see, she did end up getting playing time for the Sparks, and that was because Cam went out. There was injuries, and so we got to see it then. We got to see it when she went and played in the Olympics. We got to see it in the preseason for the Storm. I do believe that Lee is a great player, but if I want to go snag somebody off their team, like one of their bigs off their teams, I'm snagging Liz because Liz easily a 4, a 5, can score and can play defense.
And she's definitely what Vegas needs.
Yes,
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, out of the three that are left in Dallas, who would you trade for Aaliyah? Would it be a trade? They got a lot of bigs in Washington. Do they need another one?
I can't lie. I said Dallas, but I don't think she would go to Dallas because you should be bringing in another big
Big
who.
for big.
Like, okay, look, your two are Shakira and Kiki, right? I don't think right now Dallas has any bigs that could potentially like level out with both of them.
Hmm.
So maybe not Dallas. Let me think. Hmm.
It sound bad and it's sad for her. I can't think of anybody that needs a post player right now other than Vegas. But
Well, and it's more like she still would come off the bench. I don't
yeah,
see somebody who has a. I mean, the Aces have filled that need, but that needs a post player, in the starting position. Because like the Storm are stacked, that's the whole Leaf situation. Um, I'm trying to think. Could she go to the Sparks?
I got enough bigs. I would fear that her going to the
I can't
Sparks
lie,
would
and it's
put
not hurt my
Sanaya
heart.
in jeopardy. I was just about to say it would put Sanaya in jeopardy.
I was about to say it hurts my heart, but I feel like if LA wanted it so bad, I could see them potentially going to go pick up Aaliyah, like and waiving, like picking up Aaliyah, trading for draft picks, and waiving Sanaya. Oh, I hate that
Mhm.
so much, but I could see that potentially happening.
Oh, Aaliyah, I would hate for them not to be able to find a spot for her, and then she just ends up getting waived because she doesn't deserve that. She's a great
Or
player.
I would hate for her to get stuck on that team, knowing that they want to get rid of you.
Hmm.
They just couldn't find somebody.
And like, how do you get past that mentally to get out here and do your best for this team? Or I guess it depends on how you look at
Huh?
it because you can look
Huh?
at it as, huh?
Wait, I got a team. Connecticut. Trade for draft picks. I wouldn't trade for a player.
I was just about to say, who you gonna trade out of Connecticut for her?
No, trade draft picks or
Because the way
trade.
they looking, they might have the first. They gonna have a first rounder for sure. The first four.
Yeah, because Paige is kind of trying to pull. Paige is trying to pull Dallas out of that and into playoff contention. Or she's trying her hardest. So I think Connecticut might fall to the bottom, and I don't see why. And this is actually what I hate about them or putting it out is that they couldn't wait one more year for Toronto to get here and she go play for her country.
Right.
I,
But what I was saying about playing on a team that doesn't want you, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Because you could look at it as, how do I get out here and play my heart is how do I get out here and give my best to a team that has made it clear that they don't even want me here, or let me get out here and show my ass. Like let me play the best basketball
Why
I've
y'all should
ever
have kept
played.
me? Why y'all shouldn't
Right,
even? Yeah,
right. But I
yeah,
guess it depends on how you frame it, how you look at it. But me personally, I would be devastated to know that the team that drafted me is now saying, "We got people that we like better than you, so we need to figure out how to get rid of you."
yeah,
In
yeah,
my face
yeah,
while I'm here, that's crazy.
yep, yeah. And
I
it's
hope her
different
mental
when
health
you
is
know a
okay.
player request versus a team saying, "Hey, we trying to trade you. We shopping around." You know. Um,
I hope her mental
but
health is okay though, because that has to be hurtful.
yeah. But moving on. You did reach 1,000 followers.
Last time I checked, it was 1024. Thank y'all. Y'all like me, huh?
So so that means we are gonna do the Courtside Cousins X KleverShirtz giveaway. I'll give it to you.
Okay, so initially said that the first 15 people, out of the first 15 people, I would pick who would get the t-shirt. Y'all did the most. It was a lot of y'all. So what I did was put everybody's name in the wheel of names. That's the website. In the wheel
Yeah.
of names. And I put not only just new followers, because there were a lot of OGs that's been there since the beginning of Courtside Cousins that was like, well, I unfollowed you and followed you back. Okay, good measure. I love y'all for that. So I put everybody's name on the list. Hit the little spin button. We will post the graphic of who won with this episode. Should I announce it, or just with the just
No,
post
no, go ahead
the
and
winner
announce
with them?
it. I will. Yeah, we will post the graphic for it. We will. Yeah, we'll post the graphic for it.
Okay, we'll post the graphic with the episode. The winner of my giveaway, my specific giveaway, is Tucky. Is Tuckyy double underscore. Um, Thank y'all for following me. Thank y'all for getting me to 1,000. Y'all really love me. Thank y'all for running up the podcast page because we are trying to grow the followers on the podcast page, trying to get it out there, trying to get more traction to the page, trying to get more attention to the page. And thank y'all so much for just being there since day one. Y'all don't listen to the episodes, but y'all share our posts and stuff. So thank you. And now y'all got to listen to the episodes to figure out how to get these prizes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys so
Tricked
much.
ya.
Thank you guys so much. Actually, we really appreciate it. And like you said, we grew this out the mud, and it was a lot to learn and navigate. So thank you guys. Um, moving on. Actually, we have to talk about this first CBA offer that got sent to the players, and all of the players that were a part of the talks were like, it was a slap in the face. It's not what we wanted. Give the players what they want. And I need these reporters to stop talking about what's going on. I get it. We need to talk about the future. But right now, we need to focus on getting the players more money and a bigger revenue share for the players. Again, we can talk about the future, yes, but I need the focus right now to be on the CBA
Yeah.
because that's coming up first. Anything to add to the CBA?
No, because I just found out that the CBA got denied. I haven't been on social media today. I haven't been on social media today, so this is news
Now,
to me.
granted, I think Satu had posted or had there's a quote from Satu about a week ago, maybe about a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago, that said it was a slap in the face. And then today, the quote from Stewie dropped saying, it's not what we wanted. It's
Mm,
not what we asked for. So yeah, we'll see as more of those come out, and I can't wait till they do come to a conclusion, and I hope they come to a conclusion. Because if they don't, I'm on the player side. Sit out.
Me as a fan, I would hate to see it, but as a fan, also it's like, yes, y'all. I mean, they can't make money, period, without y'all. So
I'm on their side. um,
Always on the player side, never Kathy's.
so to the history of a lot of some great players that came through. We recently just had Candace Parker get her jersey retired by the Sparks.
The first of two.
Two, because she's also getting her jersey retired by the Sky. So
That's
excited about that.
amazing. I'm so happy for her. She deserves it.
Unfortunately, they lost the game
In front of her, in
in front of her.
Candace's face.
And we got our favorite meme to come out of this game. Because Rakia had gone to go pick up KP, and it was like a little child in the toy store that wanted a toy and is throwing a tantrum. And Rakia, instead of Rakia like pulling her back, Rakia picked her up. KP's feet are like dangling,
Dangling.
and was like, and like sat her down and was like, chill out.
And you know what? KB didn't even argue. She was just like,
No,
right.
she said, yep, right. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Right.
Right. Have you ever seen? I put this in my story the other day, but it's from a clip from a Grizzlies game because I know a little bit
Oh,
about boy basketball.
when Jaw
With
and
Steve, I don't know who that other player was.
I
Sorry,
know it was Steven Adams who picked up the player.
Aquaman is what we call him in Memphis.
Was that Dylan Terry? I'm trying to think. I don't remember who it was. Anyways, yes, the video.
I don't remember who it was, but he did an interview after that, and he was like, "Well, I walked up to him and I said, 'Get your hands off my point guard.' And I said it twice, and he didn't listen to me, so I said, 'Off you go, buddy,' and I picked him up." Like, can you imagine as a grown man, and honestly, in KP's perspective too, can you imagine as a grown person,
Yeah,
somebody
it's
walking up
like
to you and picking you
pick
up
you
and
up.
carrying you away from an altercation? I would be so embarrassed that I would be the same way. Yep, you right. I
You're
shouldn't.
right. Yeah. But also coming up, they had Sue Bird is getting a statue by the Storm. She's the first player to get a statue from a franchise. That is on August 17th. They'll be unveiling that. I hope they hired a. I hope they hired who did Asia's, and
And
Dawn,
done.
and I
And
hope
not who
they
did D
didn't
Wade.
hire who they did for Dwayne Wade.
I knew that's where you were going with it.
Because I promise you, the
Ooh,
fans
who
are gonna
is
have something
that?
to say. The fans are gonna have something to say about it because Lord, that statue is so like. I think
Said, who
Dwayne
is
Wade and his
that?
son was sitting in like the audience, like his son like
His
probably looked
son
at him
looked
and
at him
said,
like,
"Who this man? What is this man?" Because yeah, I truly hope they get a great person to do that statue.
love
Um,
how Seattle loves Sue. I wanted to say Stewie and Sue at the same time, and I don't know why. Because she recently, like the street that the arena is on, was recently renamed after her, and I love how they love her.
which
And
means when she goes to a game and the Storm are playing against the Fever, she's not there for the Fever. She's there for the Storm. I just had to put that out there.
message, message.
I just had to put that out there. But anyways,
Yeah, we'll let the silence be loud for a second. Just make sure that didn't go over y'all's heads. You know how y'all like to do too much. Not our fans, not our
no, our fans are
followers,
great.
not our
Some other
cousins,
fans.
but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the All-Star starters.
So the starters were announced. My biggest
Mm,
congratulations. I
bittersweet.
I feel like there were a lot of players that we already knew who were going to be on there. My biggest congratulations is to Alicia Gray
Alicia Gray or Alicia, depends on the day,
on the
because
day because she.
she don't say it right. We don't say it right. Who's saying it right?
No, I kind of almost wanted like to ask her because sometimes I think somebody broke it down. She said it before. She's correct people like it's Alicia, and she always says, "Well, y'all don't say my name right anyway."
But we
Um,
try. And then you make a video and you say Alicia. Well, girl, well, which one is it?
No, but I'm super proud of her. That's another one that's like she's getting what she deserves. It's a long time coming, but she's getting it, and I'm happy she's getting it because she also just got named the June Eastern Conference Player of the Month for the second time this season, which is the second time of her career. Put Leash in that
which is
MVP
crazy.
conversation. I'm not
Right
playing with you
now.
guys. I'm not playing with you guys. I
Right
said it. I said it like 3, 4 weeks ago, like when the season started. 3, 4, yeah, like 3, 4 weeks ago when the season had just started. I was like, Leash is a star. Put her in the MVP. I said y'all can keep y'all favorites and they're cool. Put Leash in the MVP conversation.
and she's giving y'all a reason to like stop sleeping on my girl. Stop sleeping on my girl. Like I love how much she has come alive in Atlanta because she's never been like a trash player, but she is.
People are noticing.
People are. She is putting y'all on notice.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
pair of goggles at a time.
Some other notable starters were
Start with the captains.
Oh yeah, we'll start with the captains. Captains are chosen by fan votes, and the top two players that got the most fan votes were Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier.
I
Congrats to
don't have
y'all.
anything to add.
Congrats to y'all. So those are the captains, and as far as the rest of the starters, we have Paige, go Rook, go Rook. Which Paige is actually one of the starters. Which actually because the WNBA does, they're kind of transparent with a lot of stuff. They did release. And overall, between fan votes, media, and the players, Paige was the number one guard. The players rock with Paige, and so does the media. I think she finished second in fan votes as far as guards. Um, it was like fifth in media and like third,
Fourth,
fourth,
fourth.
fourth in player ranking. So she is the best guard per across the board. She's the best guard.
Mm-hmm.
Another notable piece I want to talk about is back to Leash. Leash for guards were number one ranked in media and player
And
voting.
player. However,
Y'all let my cousin down because why she's seventh in player in fan votes. I told y'all every day. I told y'all. I said Leash. My players were Leash, Ryan, and T Cloud. Put them on your ballots. I said that every day.
but she came up number 7 in fan ranks. Y'all need to explain yourselves
Explain yourselves right now. Um,
quickly.
but no, some other notable pieces is like outside of, so we have Paige, we have Caitlin, we have Fee, we have Leash, Sabrina, NECA, Asia Stewie. Those are my like Asia Stewie, Fee. I knew, you know. Yeah, those were given. I can't lie.
Nafisa's numbers were hers made a lot of sense. Fan rank number 1, media and player rank number 2, which she gonna be on a tear because she was ranked number 2.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. AB, AB is a starter. AB has actually been having a great year. She started off the season hot and she's kind of stayed with that. So I understand that one. And then the last player is Satsu Sabli, which again, Satsu held that team down while Ka and AT were out.
mm-hmm.
And they still held a pretty good record with the injuries. So some of these I totally understand. I get it. I do. 100% get it. But
You
I'm
know
just
somebody that was interesting to me
that wasn't on
that or
here.
something that no, they're on here, but just kind of their ranking. Skylar, she was ranked number 6 as a guard. She was ranked by fans is 9, media is 3, and players. I mean, media is 4, players number 3. Skylar has so much smoke for everybody that she plays against that for her being ranked number 3, I was like, you know what? Maybe it is just
So
basketball.
it is, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. Like I've stopped arguing with people about Skylar because honestly, I find a lot of players' antics hilarious. It's just how those players fans react to it, to other, like,
Hmm.
contradictory. That's my only issue. But some of the antics be absolutely hilarious. And
She be funny sometimes, but she always seems to have smoke for Tip, and I don't like that.
this is what
Every
I tell
time they
people.
play.
She's the type of player that, like, when she gets on that court, you can't really say too much to her. You can't really do too much to her. She's locked in on this game, and she's gonna come out there with a competitive fire. Um, I feel like a lot of fans and the speculation of her and the perceived energy of her being a mean girl, when outside of the court, we don't ever see anything. We see how she loves on her players and stuff like that. It's always on the court. It's like, oh, she's rude, you know. But I like
But
Skylar.
she is sometimes. She do be being rude on the court
Outside of the
sometimes.
court.
I'm talking about on the court because
Oh no, on the court, this on the
she
court,
be calling Tip every time she see her.
she does have a lot of words that come out of her mouth for sure.
Every time she see her.
We're still trying to figure out the beef. We can't lie.
Cause what happened?
And
Why
it's
do
not just
y'all hate
me.
each other?
There's a lot of people that been trying to figure out what the beef is, and they were like, "Is that UConn, like a UConn Notre Dame thing?"
Notre Dame, right? Or is it something that
Um,
happened in the seed? And maybe y'all just don't get along on the court because they could very well be best friends
and
off the court.
but I said that all the time with a lot of players. A lot of players that go back and forth, you get off the court and they're like besties. That's just how they get on that floor and they compete. Yeah.
She call her a every time, and I just be like, language.
Okay. So actually, because we are getting to the 10th episode, and I told y'all we made the choice for y'all. I guess now we can kind of tell you that choice we made for y'all. We are
Oh,
actually
I
doing
gotta
a
get my head back in the
giveaway.
game.
We're doing a giveaway. We have partnered with Vaughn of Bad Aim,
Hey, cousin.
and I hinted at it on the page the other day, and I was like, Vaughn eats every time. Like, y'all don't even understand, but y'all will hear about
Every
it
single
later.
time.
But now y'all are hearing about it. We are partnering, and because All Stars coming up, we have worked on a few things to give away. First place prize will be a custom All Star jersey. You'll be able to do, name, number, well, name and number.
Yeah.
So
And
that's the
wait till y'all
first.
see it.
It's hard. It's hard.
Eats.
I'll be honest. I'll be
It
honest. We
eats.
text all the time. I kind of want one also. You know.
I can go without the jersey if I can get the hat.
Okay.
Which
So which
let's talk
is
about the hat.
so second place prize is actually a Courtside Cousins All Star shirt. And it also comes with a hat.
The hat, y'all. I want that thing so bad.
Listen. For me personally, if you give me a hat, a sweat, like a crew neck, sweatshirt, or cup, like I'm happy.
That hat eats that. I mean, everything eats, but that hat, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now I need me
I
one
need
of
one of
them.
them.
I need one of them.
And then third place, he'll be getting a Courtside Cousins All Star shirt. So we're excited to this giveaway, but I'm not gonna just give away stuff. Obviously
Well, we tried
we
and y'all
tried.
weren't,
So now we
since
have.
y'all didn't
So
want to
now y'all have
interact.
homework. Y'all have homework, and y'all will see a graphic about this. Y'all homework is step one. You have to be following the Threads page, the Instagram page, and the TikTok.
All three.
Yep. And your
All
second
three.
step, your second step is I need you to tag two friends on Threads, and y'all will be getting a post about this with the rules and everything like that, as well as what we're giving away. Um, that will be posted soon. It'll probably be posted with the video, or around the same time as the new episode drops. So I need y'all to follow directions and complete y'all homework.
And with the tagging your friends, like our threads community is tight. We interact with a lot of the same people. Let's add new friends that y'all know we don't interact with. Let's get the name of the podcast out there. Let's get the page out there. Like, let's not come in and tag
The same
Benji and
person.
Perm Box because y'all know we mess with them. Let's not tag Vaughn and Tay. Y'all know we mess with them. Let's not tag the people that y'all see us conversing with daily on threads. Y'all know they already follow us. Thank you for participating. But like let's get the name out there.
Go
Let's get the
find your
podcast out
friend
there.
that like basketball that's not following the page and have them
Do
come follow the
that.
page.
Do that. Do
But
that.
no, we are super excited. We are. It'll basically start tomorrow, which is Friday the
Fourth.
4th. And it will. Right now, we have it set to end on the 11th, which gives
Mm-hmm.
y'all a whole week to tag your friends, follow the pages, interact, come hang out with us. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add one more. We're gonna pose real quick, and I need y'all. I need y'all to go to the YouTube and screenshot it.
Shit, y'all gotta prove that y'all watched this
Y'all gotta
video.
prove that y'all watched to the end. So we're gonna pose real quick, and then y'all have to post this in there when you're tagging your friends. Ready?
I like that.
Ready?
I like that. Yes.
Go ahead and take y'all pictures. All right. So I better see this picture on the post also. So that's your third step. Because I
I
need to
like
know that
that.
y'all. I need to know that y'all watched the.
You see how we sprinkled the first giveaway in the middle and then put the other giveaway at the end because if we only put it at the beginning, we don't know that y'all gonna make it through the whole episode.
No, but yeah. We do still all appreciate you guys, and we cannot wait till we film. We're gonna go actually get a special guest for episode 10. I'm marking that right now.
Got one
So
in mind. We just gotta make sure she not busy.
yeah,
Every
we
time we talk
will.
to her, she busy.
Yeah, but we will have a special guest for episode 10. Because we appreciate you guys for one getting us here and two following us on this road as we again learn. Like we had to learn a lot of new things and
Hmm.
navigate one having a podcast and two running a social media page.
But it's a lot, guys.
Because I don't think you understand how hard it is to live thread and have three games on your screen.
I don't think y'all understand how hard it is to log into your social media and post something and be like, oh, this is the podcast page, and then have to delete it because you on the wrong page. But also, I like Haley said, we do appreciate y'all just growing with us because at this point the podcast is only a few months old and we're on like our fifth life. Like the format is ever changing and eventually we are gonna find what sticks, what works for us and stick with it. But I mean y'all have been along for the ride the whole time and we really appreciate it.
Yep.
And y'all love whatever we do anyway, so I appreciate it.
For the ones that have been here and stuck with us, like we love the reviews from people, so
Hmm.
that's really good. But we
Especially my
got
auntie. Hey auntie.
actually big shout out to my mom. Um
My fave.
my mom has been along for the ride also, and she gets to hear all the little small conversations outside of recording. And she gives us tips and stuff like that on what we should do. My mom's also an accountant, so she's helping build the brand.
Mama is
And
really the third co-host,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah. So if we change a format or something changes in the episode, it's because my mom has talked to us and sat us down and said, "Hey, fix this."
And also, big sister KK has been a little bit of a mentor as well.
Yep.
Um, KK is the reason that I'm not cursing, guys. So,
No, yeah. Big shout out to KK. Big shout out to my mom. Because KK be on the phone too, child. When we talking to my
with
mom,
Haley,
so
they don't talk to me.
we talk collectively.
Not a lot. They talk to each other all the time, which is crazy.
That's crazy to say, but anyways, we talked to her. I promise you, we talked to her, and I think we just get caught up on the phone. If we're being completely honest.
They
Because
treat me
I
like the
told you
middle
that
child, y'all.
no, but I told you that the other day. I said we've been on the phone for an hour. How did we get here? I do
They
the same
treat
thing
me
with
like
KK.
Jan Brady.
Anyways,
treat me
y'all,
like the middle child.
we again appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys in episode 10.
This is specifically for my auntie. Take your time, do it right. Ooh, bye,
And she's gonna
y'all.
love that. She's gonna love that. She's gonna love that. We'll see you guys in episode 10.
Bye.
1, 2,